A physics professor says consciousness might come from another dimension. This physicist, Michael Pervica, he has degrees from Harvard, and he is currently at the University of Nevada. He actually bridges religion and science. He says that these other dimensions might prove that Jesus was a hyperdimensional being. This might be an actual amazing hint of Jesus being a hyperdimensional being. This was painted by Salvador Dali and was the crucifixion, which is a fourth dimensional, a tesseract. So basically, he suggests that human consciousness might originate from hidden dimensions of the universe rather than solely from brain activity. Obviously, we are like TVs. Our brains are receivers of consciousness. And we've always wondered, where does it come from? He also explains during moments of heightened awareness, like when you're making art or music, practicing science, when Albert Einstein would get his inventions, even dreaming, this could be our consciousness coming in from another dimension in these invisible realms. Obviously, some of you who follow me know I'm obsessed with plasma and the fourth state of matter. I believe that plasma is the glue that holds all of these dimensions and traverses through these dimensions. So what he calls hyperdimensional beings, I would call plasma beings. He basically compares this like the book Flatland, if you don't know what that is. Flatland, I think, was a book from the 1800s about two-dimensional beings who could not see three-dimensional beings. Or something along those lines. Read it. That has to do with what I'm about to say. It was called A Romance of Many Dimensions, 1884. So basically he says, imagine if you're a two-dimensional being living in a two-dimensional world like a character in a comic book. As a three-dimensional sphere would pass through that world, it would appear as a dot to you, and it would grow and shrink, illustrating how limited perceptions can hinder understanding of higher dimensions. This really makes me think about the moon and the sun in higher dimensions, because if we see those as circles, are they maybe something different, something to think about? He says just as two-dimensional beings can't perceive 3D shapes, we can't detect these higher dimensional beings or these dimensions around us. But in higher moments of our consciousness, like when someone meditates or a spiritual awakening, we get flooded with inspiration from these dimensions, or what I would call the Aosic Field or the plasma realm. Now, some scientists obviously think that his theory borders on science fiction, but so do all theories that eventually become true. Right now, obviously, in the Large Hadron Collider, they cannot prove this. That's probably because there are other dimensions. I think we're looking in the wrong places. I think what's really going to prove this and solve this is mystics and metaphysics versus just plain science or plain spirituality. It is a merging of both with art, a holistic theory. He identifies as an Orthodox Christian, but also is into science. He kind of fuses these together to come up with these theories. I think this is really